welcome back to the show. We've got a 25-lap main event, and joining us, Jeff Motley, Director of Public Relations. And Jeff, real quick, let's talk about the event coming up next Tuesday, one of the highlights of the season.
I think July 3rd is going to be great. We're going to have all of our top classes out here. We're going to run 75 laps with our late model guys. We're going to have a demolition derby out here that is going to be televised on the A&E network. And also we're going to have a great fireworks display. And I think there's some guy that's going to set himself on fire and see if he can break a world record by running a certain distance while he's on fire. So it could be quite an interesting blast off to the summer, or July blast off, I think we're calling it.
And Jerry, the people with your fire suit said that it'll be delivered on the night of the 2nd, so you can practice. Jerry, let's go ahead and set the field.
Okay, on the pole position tonight, that is 0-1, Bill Newman. Outside of him, former track champion number 4, Dick Cobb. Second row is 0-4 of Kyle Busch and the 70 of Chuck Trickle. Then the 71 of Jason Allen and the 18 of Mike Ray. Row 4 is the 170 of Ray Hooper Jr. and the 95 of Steve Resniewicki. In the 5th row, it's the number 16 of Jerry Spilsbury and the 77 of Rich Adesani. The 40 of Lance Megan and the 32 of Steve Anderson. The 88 of Wayne Jackson, the 61 of Dennis Rock Jr. 28 of George Anthill and the 8 of Wade Fry. The 48 of Don Kelly Jr. and the 27 of Ken Holt. 14 of Rick Schellberg, the 92.3 of Sam Crow, 97.1 Darren Michaels, 80 Casey Kingsland, and number 10 Jeff Coleman, 24 of Mike Huntington.
Jerry, great job. As usual, we're racing.
Dick Cobb takes that early lead.
Okay, Dick Cobb got a great start, and that's got to be tough for these other competitors, because when he gets out front, he's tough to pass.
Bill Newman, you see in the 01 car, and then it looks like Spilsbury Racing coming up, and last week's winner in the 3rd place.
That's Kyle Busch in the 3rd spot, and they're going for 4th now is Jason Allen trying to get underneath Chuck Trickle.
A lot of pressure on Chuck Trickle tonight. We know he's won all these Father's Day races, so he's having a little trouble right now with Mike Ray, I believe.
There you see action further back in the pack as we're under yellow flag for the 14 car of Rick Schellberg over in number 2, turn 2.
There you see the Dodge pace car about to go off the track, and we'll be racing. We've got one lap in the books, the 25-man first late model main event.
Leading the field is the number 4 of Dick Cobb, followed by the 01 Billy Newman, 04 Kyle Busch, 70 of Chuck Trickle, and the 71 of points leader Jason Allen. We're back under action.
Hey, Dick Cobb got a great start there, and you see Kyle Busch quickly jumped inside of Billy Newman going into turn 3.
And there you see both Jason Allen and Mike Ray getting by.
Boy, Jason drove it in really hard. He got in there too hot. Looked like he got into the side of Billy Newman, and he may have killed his car. It looked like he may have taken his foot off of it and killed it.
Yeah, there you see Jason Allen, the points leader, stalled on the front straightaway. Yellow flag comes out, but Jason gets the car back running, although he is headed to pit road.
Boy, that is... And Jeff, you talk about consistency, and as a rookie driver, Jason Allen has been consistent this year, but looks like he'll be missing his first main event. That'll hurt him in the points. Yeah, well, there's your track points leader, and also he is in 7th place in the NASCAR Sunbelt Region standings right now. And Jason has been very consistent, and maybe it's something small. He can go down there to the pits, get it pulled away, and get back in here at the rear end of the field and make up some spots. And I believe we see Chuck Trickle pulling off the track also to confer with one of the NASCAR officials. He may have made some contact with someone himself.
Actually, he might have gotten into Jason there a little bit when Jason started pushing.
Well, was Jason in front of him or behind him there?
Jason was in front. Jason and Mike Ray had both got by him.
And again, NASCAR officials doing a great job here at the Bullring. Jason Allen off the track, plus Chuck Trickle, Jeff. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Chuck. He pulled over to confer with a NASCAR official and then pulled it to the pit, so he may have a tire rubbing, trying to get the fender pulled off the tire. Looks like we're getting ready to go back to green. And the good news for your points leader, Jason Allen is back on the track without his hood. We're going back to green. Let's see if Cobb can get another great jump, and it looks like he did one more time. Dick got a great jump that time, but not as good as last time, and we see Kyle Busch looking to the inside as they go down the back straightaway. Boy, and he just went by him like Cobb was standing still. Now we'll see if Cobb can return the favor coming down the front stretch.
Dick Cobb tries to get to the inside of Kyle Busch. Mike Ray in the 3rd spot. Ray Hooper Jr. in 4th.
Kyle really had to drive that car hard going into turn 3, and he almost let Dick get back up under him. But now we got a battle. We got a little battle going on back there for 5th place right now. Look back there, and we'll see Billy Newman and Rich Adesani.
Adesani coming up from the 10th starting spot to challenge for the 5th place now.
That's the 77 car right there. Good-looking car.
And you see the 95 of Steve Resurrecting, the only Ford-powered late model in the field.
We got a lot of battles going on all around the track, but the top 3 cars running nose to tail right now. And Kyle Busch, Dick Cobb, and Mike Ray.
And Kyle Busch in the main event last week, ducking down and winning by just a couple feet to spare. The 77 car, Rich Adesanya, just got a little high coming in 3 and 4, and that was a shame. But Kyle Busch, Jeff, you've been around racing a long time. He is a major talent.
Yeah, he's a great talent. He's learned a lot already from his brother, and they both learned a lot from their father. And they're both 2 really, really good racers.
And it's going to reflect very well, I should say, on Las Vegas racing.
Oh, without a doubt. We've had some great racers. Also, Brendan Gaughan from here is doing very well now. You know, interrupt that thought, we see Chuck Trickle has returned to the racetrack as well.
It's good to see, and that's just hats off to the pit crew for both Jason Allen and Trickle getting their cars back on the track, because it's so important to get laps in if you're going for that season-long championship.
You know, Jerry, we've seen Kyle Busch get some leads and pull away, but this time he's not been able to get away from Dick Cobb, and they're about to catch lap traffic.
That is true, and we have a fire underneath the 24 car. The white car there, you saw the leaders just lapping. He has a fire underneath the right rear of that car. We've got a red flag on the track to stop the action. And there you saw Dick Cobb not seeing the red flag. Kyle Busch following the red flag, slowing down, getting ready to stop, and Dick Cobb ran into the back of him and spun out. And I saw him as he went into turn 1 that last time. There was a fire underneath the right rear of that car. That's rookie driver Mike Huntington in making only his 2nd start in the late models tonight.
And what a shame for Cobb to be tagged coming down the front stretch.
Actually, Cobb wasn't tagged. Cobb tagged the back end of Kyle Busch.
Okay.
Kyle slowed down, and Dick ran into the back of him.
And you see he spun out, but again, the safety crew here at the Bullring doing a fabulous job getting out there, making sure driver safety the most important issue.
John here on the front stretch. I think
We've got 9 laps in the book on the late model main event here, 25 laps. I'm joined by Jeff Motley, Director of PR, and Jerry Vanderwall, as always. And Jerry, let's go ahead and set the top 5 cars, please.
04 of Kyle Busch, followed by the 4 of Dick Cobb, 18 of Mike Ray, 170 of Ray Hooper Jr., and the 77 of Rich Adesanya. Kyle Busch gets a great jump on that start, pulls out to about a 3-car length lead. Cobb in 2nd, Ray in 3rd.
Oh, we got trouble. Got trouble in turn 1. Car 48 is spun down in turn 1.
That's Don Kelly Jr.
And we'll be going back to yellow. There's the 48 car, is spun in 1, and the field slows down, and we'll make a way around. Let's see if he can get fired again. It looks like heading down to the bottom of the track.
Don Kelly, another one of our rookie drivers this year.
This isn't the podium for a bachelor auction. We are the final 3 bachelors. I'm Trip Mitchell in front of the screen. That's Jerry Vanderwall and Jeff Motley on the left of your screen. Jeff, give a wave to the fans. Oh, there he is. That's a political wave. We're coming back to racing. We on that restart, a quick yellow there, and the big beneficiary on that last lap was Jason Allen. He picked up a bunch of cars, but it looks like he didn't get credit for that.
Yeah, and now he's gone back off the racetrack right now, too. So I don't know what the problem is there.
We're going back to racing here, and the 04 car, Kyle Busch, with a great jump there. He'll go into 1 and 2 with a pretty good lead.
We had a near collision there between Mike Ray and Dick Cobb. Mike Ray had to get on the brakes very hard to keep him running over Dick Cobb. And if we'll look back, we'll see a battle for 4th place now between Rich Adesanya and Ray Hooper Jr. They're battling door to door there for 4th place.
Rich Adesanya now with the low line should be able to pull into that 4th spot. And there you see the 95 of Steve Resurrecki in the 6th spot. That's the best race on the track right now.
I'll tell you, it looks like the battle is heating up for 2nd place right now as well. Mike Ray and Dick Cobb battling really hard there.
There we get a good shot of that race. As you said, for 2nd place, Kyle Busch way out front. So we're taking a look at some of the good racing here in the 25-lap lane model main event.
Dick Cobb and Mike Ray, both former track champions and both former regional champions in the NASCAR regional system.
I tell you, it looks like Mike Ray's got a fender alongside now. Mike Ray drove it really hard into turn 4. Mike Ray's going to take the 2nd spot from Dick Cobb and set sail for Kyle Busch.
There you see the 10 car of Jeff Coleman.
Oh, we got trouble in turn 3 and turn 4.
The 27 car of Ken Holt And the second time for the number 14 car in turn 3 of Rick Shelberg. And it looks like Rick's car's on fire.
It looks like Lance Megan and Chuck Trickle have come together going into turn 3. I'm on the back straightaway.
That is not Chuck Trickle. That is your leader.
Oh my goodness, that's our leader.
That's your leader, Kyle Busch. I keep wanting to call him Kyle Petty.
There's a look at points leader Jason Allen's pit right there. The gentleman in black is Jim Allen, one of the best basketball coaches in town. Jason's father. It looks like they're working on the right front shock area, would you say, Jeff?
Yeah, I think that's definitely what they're looking at. You know, he went really hard into turn 3 and 4 and made pretty hard contact with another car, and I think that's caused some damage. It's got him in the pits right now.
Well, let's set the field. The first 4 or 5 cars as we come up on green, Jerry.
04 Kyle Busch, 18 Mike Ray, 4 of Dick Cobb, 77 Rich Adesanya, and the 170 of Ray Hooper Jr. Kyle Busch getting a nice jump, but Mike Ray staying only about a car length behind, and then Dick Cobb about 3 car lengths behind Ray.
Right now we got about 2 car lengths separating each of the first 4 cars there. Kyle Busch got a pretty good little lead on Mike Ray, but we know what a tough competitor Mike Ray is. 1998 track champion. We know he's capable of catching up.
Sure is. In fact, you have 2 former track champions there running second and third, but the youngster rookie driver Kyle Busch is making them work for their money tonight.
You don't think if we're looking at this next year, we might say there's 3 track champions in that group, do you?
I think Kyle started a little late in the year to have a shot at the championship.
Well, he only missed 2 races. If guys like Jason keep having trouble, you never know.
Yeah, but then Kyle would have to really dominate in order to get that the rest of the year. There you see action further back in the pack. The 70 of Chuck Trickle. Chuck is a couple laps down, so those are not fights for position, but Chuck making sure the car's okay for the second 25-lap main event tonight.
Later on in the show, we'll have another 25-lap main event. We got twin 25s in the late models, and now we go back up front. Kyle Busch holding on to that lead. When he comes around the start-finish line, we'll have 18 in the books, 7 to go on this 25-lapper.
I tell you, Kyle's driven such a smooth race. You know, he's just taking the proper line in, the proper line off. He's stretching his lead out now to about 6 or 7 car lengths over Mike Ray, and it looks like Kyle is on his way to posting a W.
And Jeff, that Jerry Spilsbury team does a great job preparing 3 cars each week here in the late models.
Yeah, I think you look right now, and Billy Newman's running 7th, and of course Jerry was involved in some altercation with Lance Megan under caution, or he would probably be up there running with him as well.
And Jeff, during one of the breaks, you talked about how it's important to have a lot of late models out here for national points considerations. Why don't you elaborate on that?
Yeah, the more cars you have in the feature, the more points your guys can get for the NASCAR Regional Championship, and 25 cars being the maximum field. Once you go over to 25, it kind of negates everything, but 25 is a maximum field. That's one of the reasons Dick Cobb won the championship last year, because he got more points with fewer wins here.
Speaking of Dick Cobb, you see him there in the 4 car. Rich Adesanya in the 77 car.
Lapping the 97.1 car of Darren Michaels.
Right now, you know, if we look back in the pack a little bit to the 5th spot, that's looked like the best battle on the racetrack. If we look back, we'll see Ray Hooper Jr. and Steve Resnowicki going at each other pretty good.
There you see Kyle Busch coming down to complete the 23rd lap. Mike Ray still in 2nd, Dick Cobb in 3rd, Rich Adesanya 4th, Ray Hooper Jr. 5th, Steve Resnowicki 6th, and then the 01 of Billy Newman in 7th, the 88 of Wayne Jackson 8th. White flag now coming out.
Well, with the white flag here, and we know we're going to invert the first 4 for that second feature, so if I'm Rich Adesanya, I think I just hang out there in 4th place and protect my line and be happy with it.
Well,
here comes Kyle Busch.
And Kyle Busch with a very clean race, doing a nice job picking up the winner. There's your winner, Kyle Busch. Good job by the rookie.
I tell you, it's just amazing here for guys come out and run as few races in a heavy, high horsepower car like that one, the way he is just taken to these late models. It's absolutely fantastic and truly shows the driving talent that the younger of the Busch brothers has.
So there's your winner, Kyle Busch, in his 3rd win of a very short rookie season.